Excellencies, heads of the states, distinguished participants, it's a great pleasure for me to participate in this meeting.
تهديد صارخ وسافر
destroying diplomatic efforts to end the genocide in Gaza, which constitutes a serious alarm for the region and the Muslim world. This is an open and blatant warning in which says that no more the principles and rules are governing in the world. The Zionists in June 2025, with the starting an aggressive war against my country.
Unfortunately, terrorists ruling Tel Aviv, with the impunity that they have after a treason against diplomacy in June 25th, in which they started the aggression against the people of my country, they have been further emboldened by that impunity. There shouldn't be any shadow of a doubt that last week's attacks against Doha was purely terrorism. It's another evidence the Tel Aviv regime has just done away with any moral restrictions. But let's now see how we've got to this point. This attack was not caused out of vacuum. It's an unavoidable result of tens of years of impunity of the Zionist regime. Some Western powers have made possible. Not in a long time, the world has seen a bastion of support hedging the regime. Every brick laid to build that bastion through U.S. vetoes, through European trade deals, and also paralyzing the judicial and international systems. In the past 2 years, Gaza has seen horrendous crimes, and human conscience has actually been in pain. Gaza is now burning in flames. More than 64,000 Palestinians have been martyred in less than 2 years. Children are going hungry. And that's while the world is just standing idly by and watching and just condemning. The ICJ has given this ruling that the Zionist regime's actions are considered tantamount to genocide, but the war machine is still doing its job, and it's now taking its operations to Qatari soil. Your Excellencies, the dangerous path that's up ahead of us, we need to recognize that and identify the Zionist regime in 2025 has bombed a number of Muslim countries. Any aggression by this regime is considered as legitimate defense. And every time there is this dichotomy by Western countries and the hollow condemnations afterward. We should also mention an accomplice that makes all these crimes possible. When there is this rogue regime that under any condition it's receiving arms, diplomatic support, and funds, the regime learns that there is no limit, that the sky is the limit for its actions. When vetoes and double standard paralyzes the international community and global order, then you see impunity is just skittering around. And history will not forget supporters of such aggressions. The people of Palestine, all those who believe in justice, we owe them two things. The right words and frankness, that I should say that the crimes of the Zionist regime, they're not case by case errors. It's a doctrine of ethnic cleansing and causing terror. The strategy of ethnic cleansing, expansionism, and aggression that's being done in collusion with America and a number of Western states. But when it comes to action, we should say that the words will not put an end to the genocide. The aggressor needs to be put into a corner of isolation. The funding and arms supply should be cut, and their leaders should be taken to justice courts and be held accountable there. But without unity, these actions will not be efficient. The Zionist regime is actually banking on our differences and differing opinions. Attack on Doha has kind of changed the sudden miscalculation. It showed that no Arab country or Muslim state is immune from the aggression of the Tel Aviv regime. Tomorrow it can be the turn of any other Arab or Muslim state's capitals to be targeted. So the choice is there. The option is there. We need to stand in unity together. The Prophet of God, may peace be upon him, he had this speech when he conquered Mecca, and he said that all Muslims are brothers, and they should be standing at one united front together against the enemies. Your Excellency, the Zionist regime and its advocates should note that the attack against Doha was not a show of power. It was out of despair. The regime that is assured of its situation does not need to bomb peace negotiators. So you have crossed any red lines. You have ignored any logic, any principle of civilized behavior has been ignored. But you've done something else unwillingly, and that's the collective resolution of the Islamic community. You've just awakened it, and you cannot play victim anymore. The world can see, the world is recording this, and it will remember this. The Zionist regime has announced a war against our dignity and our future. In response, we're saying that we are not going to be intimidated. We will not be disunited. We will not remain silent. From the ash of Gaza, justice will rise. And from the rubble of the destroyed buildings in Doha, Tehran, Damascus, and Sana'a, a new order will emerge. An order which is not based on duplicity. It's based on Muslim unity, not Zionist superiority and supremacy. It's on base of fraternity and equality.
من أصبح لا يهتم بأمور المسلمين ليس بمسلم باید مجازات و پاسخگو کردن متجاوزان آغاز شود.
We need to hold the aggressors accountable. Thank you.